Okay, sorry for the little blip there. So I'm in the middle of stamping this background, so I'm just using the Prize Ribbon Distress Oxide pad on top of this background that we did earlier with salt with the Distress Oxide spray. Okay, so I think that will probably do. So let's put the lid back on the pad, and we'll sort the stamps out in a moment. Those to one side. So now we have our background piece of card. So let's bring back in our other pieces. She says, get rid of that. I think while the okay. Show me where you are, card. Oh, it's here. How silly. Right, so I have my base card. This one is Foundations Periwinkle. Very nice little colour. And just some white. And then I'm going to cut the frame. Now I've already cut it in the navy and the white. And I am going to do it now in the periwinkle. We'll do this cutting before we put everything together, I think. So bear with me. So I'm going to stick this down. I'm also going to cut the sentiment at the same time, so I'm not wasting runs through. Okay, so a little bit of tape. Where's my tape? Find my tape. There it is. Okay. And take that. Oh, take that at the top. Ugh. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to take that at the top, and I'm going to tape it at the bottom. And then now I'm going to line this up. So I've got the outside stuck, and then I can add these two. Now we don't want the centerpiece for this card. If you pop onto the videos, probably next week it will be up. I've got a card showing you how to use just those centerpieces. So if you are making this card and cutting those centerpieces out, don't discard them, because they will be of use to make a completely non-winter, sort of even remotely Christmassy feeling card. Very more like sort of spring flowers. So we're going to put this on. We are also going to cut our best wishes out of the dark navy card and pass that back through. There we go. Right, so we have the border. Take the tape off, and oh, right. So because I don't need this centerpiece, I'm not gonna even attempt to take that out of the die for now. Don't need it. I can clean that later. This is the bit we want. We want the actual frame. So I am just going to run through my die brush just to get rid of lots of the bits, and that also helps to release it from there. And we will clean that later. Get rid of these bits. So now I have my 3 bits all there. And then the best wishes. Now we're going to assemble the card to that point, but then I'll show you the extra little bits there as well at the end. But let's get the rest of it assembled first. Okay. And again, I'll clean that one later. Just get rid of the E. Now I have mounted this on to white card. So all I did was I put it into the corner of a piece of white card, just off the edge up here, and just so off the edge here. And then I'm just going to draw round in pencil. And then I'm going to just cut inside that line, and then it should fit. Okay, so I've drawn that dot there was where the V came in, so we don't want to go out past that. Let me get my scissors. So I'm going to first of all cut up in there, and I'm going to cut, in fact I'm going to have a small pair of scissors purely because I need to go around that zigzaggy bit. I'm going to cut just inside the pencil lines and on the same. It doesn't matter if it's not straight, because this is just to go behind the sentiment so that it shows white through, because if we don't back this, it will show the blue through, and we need it to pop a little bit more than that, so back it with white. So you see that will now fit on there, so I'm going to stick that on now. Move that out the way for the moment. Move that one out the way too. So let's get some glue and my tweezers. Helps if you actually grab hold of it with the tweezers and not drop it. And glue, 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 glue. Here we go. So here we go. There we go. There we go. And stick that over the top. So you can see that it disappears. The white doesn't show around the edges, but it shows through the actual letters. Oh, why am I doing that? I need that blue. So we are going to cut a piece of this. Now, I am probably, I'm looking at where I think I kind of prefer this like to end, but not necessarily this really light bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim off that really light bit at that end. And once I've done that, then I'm going to offer it up to my card, and I'm going to just turn it over then and mark where I want to cut. So I'm going to eyeball this sort of up there and there. Back my trimmer, cut down there and there. And like I say, don't throw that bit away. Keep that for another project. So that's going to go in there, but I do just want to ink the edges, so I'm taking my prize ribbon again with a brush. It is easy with a sponge, but I haven't got one handy, so I'm just going to go round the edge just to give it a little bit more definition. It also sort of gives a little bit more of a contrast against the white card that it's going onto. There we go. So that's edged that. So let's put it together so far. I'll put the in there so I know where it is. So this is the Foundations Periwinkle card. There we go. And then we have the white stamping card. Then this is our background. This is our salt background. We used tumbled glass, distress oxide pad which we spritzed quite heavily with water. We then sprayed over the top of that with Prize Ribbon Distress Oxide Spray. So it was really, really wet. And then sprinkled it quite liberally with salt, which is what gives us all these lovely little sort of crystal effects that we're getting. They would be, well, I wouldn't know how else to make those kind of things, and they fit really well with this kind of snowflakey border. So now we're going to stick our borders on. And how did I do that? I went white first. Okay, so I'm not going to ink every single part of it. I'm going to go round this frame part. I am going to put it in the middle of each of those little bits, and I'm going to put it in the middle of each snowflake. Okay. So now, because this is one of three, you don't want to be putting this center. If you put this dead center, the other two are going to be moving off that way. So it needs to be more towards the edge, this side, and slightly more towards the top, so that as I always stagger them down that way, they end up, the blue one ends up roughly I say, central. Okay, so we have that. And again, glue around the inside there. Drop a dot, whatever, on those, and in, the middle of each snowflake, if I can even see where the snowflakes are. And then what I'm doing is I'm dropping it slightly and moving it slightly to the left, so I get to see the white behind it, and try and make that fairly central. Okay. There. Okay. And then the final one of the frame is blue. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's escaping. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then again, so this now drops down a little bit more. And again, we're now pretty much central with the dark blue. So around the border and down slightly. So I'm also going to stick our Best Wishes in the middle, but we're going to do that with a little bit of glue gel to make that stand up a little bit. Okey-doke. And there we go, that one's sitting nicely there. Okay, now the last bit then is to do our little bits here from the hydrangea. Now I've already got a little popcorn here, because they are the sort of things that just make really nice little easy add-ons. The die set, excuse me, comes with several bits to make a full hydrangea, but all I did was I used this bit here, and that cuts out 4, 8, 12, 16 of those little tiny little pieces, and I have cut them in just the white and in the periwinkle card. I didn't want the black. I wanted the black frame to kind of still be quite prominent behind these sort of more lighter coloured little X's, whatever you like to call them, crosses. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and, ooh, not my pin, my glue. Everything's sticking to me. And my glue's now falling apart. And breathe. We're nearly done. We're nearly there. Hopefully you've managed to stick with us through our little glitch just now. Right, so I am going to just make some little dots along here, a few up here, just to start with, and then as I go, I will just add some more. Now I'm going to use my, this is what I used to put embellishments on. It could do with a bit of a sharpen, but it'll be fine for now. Now I'm not even bothered if these are upside down, as in the way they were cut. I am just going to start sticking. And I'm trying not, trying not, because I have a bad habit of trying to make things symmetrical, and I'm trying to be fairly random. Okay. Now already I want to go one down there. Now I'm not worried that they're all that they're not touching. I kind of need some gaps for the periwinkle ones in a bit shortly. So let's see how we're doing. So on there, and we'll put one here, and for the minute we'll put one on there, and let's go and do the bottom and see how we're doing down there. So I'm kind of just coming round. This has come down like halfway round the excuse me, sentiment down to kind of there. So I'm kind of just gonna do a sort of similar kind of arrangement on here. Let's see how we go. There, we'll have one there, one over there. Whoops! Ping, and off they fly. Ping, 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 ping. Okay, so we still have a few here, don't we? Let's use them as we've got them. Let's see what else. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do, because I'm a bit. I'm going to split the periwinkle ones in half as well, so I know how many I've got for the top and how many I've got for the bottom, because I have no idea what I cut and what I didn't. So 2 for you and 2 for you. There we go. Ooh, we've got more white. So let's do some more white. What do we got? Oh yes, one more here maybe, another there, another there, another there. So like I say, this literally is just, there is no sort of set, oh, you need to put one there, you need to put one there. I am literally just going, where I think it looks like it needs one. And don't ask me how I make that judgment, because I really don't know. I just like, I think one should go there. Right. Okay, let's fill in a little bit with the white. Yeah, okay, well, let's go with that. We've always got a few left if we need it. Right, so now we're going to just overlap a few of these little periwinkle ones, just so that they're not all like separate. So we've actually got some going over each other. Oh, one. Oh, hello. Where did you go? One there. One here. Do you know what? Look, I counted them all, didn't I? Look, and then what did I do? Just mix them all back up. Why not? I reckon there's another 4 for you. Let's go one here. And we'll go one there. And let's go with that for the minute. Put those there. Oh, we need a few gaps need filling down here, so we'll see how we go. Kind of, the aim was to kind of make it look like they just kind of been sprinkled on there. See, that's why I really struggle with random. There always seems to be a pattern in my randomness. However hard I try, I never quite manage completely random. I'm going to stick another white one out there, just because I can. What have I got? Let's put one here. And one in here. Ooh, that'll do. I reckon we can go one there. Like, leave alone. Right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop there. Okay, so here we have our best wishes card. we used the periwinkle foundations card. We've used white stamping card. But the background was probably the biggest thing we did on this one. So just a reminder of that. We used the stress oxide tumble glass pad over the white card. We heavily spritzed it with water. We then went over on top of that with the prize ribbon distress oxide spray, and then liberally covered that in salt. Once it was dry, we wiped all that off, and then we used these lovely little stamps from 2J's, these lovely little festive flowers, and the prize ribbon distress oxide pad to add to our background. And then the frame is that lovely, awesome winter lace oval from Amy Design, and the best wishes is from the Tonic set of sentiment dies. So 4 cards. We've made this one with a lot of really inky techniques. Bear with me while I bend down to get the others. We've made this one where we completely, whereas this one was quite 3D, this one is completely flat on the card. Again, distress oxides, using masks, using a stencil, using a die to cut a stencil. This one, a way to get rid of those really loud, funky papers that we all have in our stash that are never sure what to do. And then we have our snowflake card that we made using, again, the awesome winter lace oval die set. And then we made our snowflake just out of white card and our luster polish. So hopefully something in there sort of tickles your fancy and helps you with some new techniques maybe. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Sorry for a little glitch in the middle of the last card. All of the cards I've made today will be split into individual videos and put on YouTube, along with other videos we've been making. More things to do with the great die set from Tonic, the Birds die set. There's another card I've made using this die set. So please check out next week all the great things that we've been videoing this morning before we became live. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act, it's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot the most simple words. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are two peas in a pod, two peas in a pod, two peas in a pod, two peas in a pod. That we are two peas in a pod. Now I know why it never worked out before. High low, it would always turn out bad, so bad. But every time we start a fight, we always stop in time. We both know how to be gentle, never cross the line. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, but I know we're safe. Two peas in a pod, a roller coaster to walk out the door. We could be in control, but we just keep on putting on a show. And baby, I don't mind it. Let them talk, they don't get it. That we are two peas in a pod.
Appalachian sunrise,